Hey everybody, this time around it's an extra special episode of the Ask Dieter show because first of all, they're putting a new roof on the house, so there's extra sound effects and amazing Foley art going on all around us. But more than that, because this time around it's a really foundational question. This is one of those where if you get it, you unlock a lot of things. Alice wants to know, how do we really forgive somebody? This is huge. Now, at the beginning of it, we have to ask, well, what do you mean when you say forgive? It's not so cut and dried, because if you don't know what you're talking about, it's hard to know how to get there. So here's the deal. First of all, I want to reiterate that forgiveness is not giving someone permission to keep hurting you. Being a forgiving person is in no way the same thing as being a really superb doormat. It's amazing how many people confuse those two ideas, but think with me. Forgiveness implies moving on. It implies letting go. Overall, forgiveness implies learning something. And so if I give you permission to keep on being dysfunctional and toxic, to keep on hurting me, if I give you permission and I give myself permission to participate in the same old relationship, well, there's no moving on, there's no letting go, and there's no learning. So by definition, that's not forgiveness. But you know that because it doesn't feel like forgiveness. Can you believe that? Amazing. I forgive the guy hammering right outside the door right now. It's an amazing thing. I love it. Here's the deal. Forgiveness isn't being a doormat. Forgiveness has to do with learning. But like I said, you know that, but the thing is, the things that you know intellectually aren't a lot of help. Heart stuff trumps head stuff every time. You know you're supposed to forgive. You can tell yourself, well, we're all walking each other home, which is a beautiful sentiment, but it's just an idea. You can look at the words of Jesus, who said, forgive and forgive and forgive over and over again. It was one of the key points of his ministry. But if I know that, but I don't feel it, it doesn't do me a lot of good. Like I said, heart stuff trumps head stuff every time. This isn't about how you think about forgiveness. This is about how you feel. So let's go there. How do we really forgive? Think about how it is in your heart when you're holding on to something. Let me put it this way. Hate is a karma suck. You know what I mean? When you hold hate in your heart, it keeps you from doing good things, making good choices, moving on with your life. Look at the people on TV who are saying hateful stuff. They're goofballs, and you don't want to do what they do. It's embarrassing. It's like having food on the shirt of your soul. You know what I mean? Someone who's walking around with hate is nobody you want to follow, and it's nobody you want to be. Hate is a karma suck. Anything in that line, if you hold on to aggression, if you hold on to fear, if you hold on to hurt, it keeps you from having enough room for things that really matter, things that are really meaningful. So think about how you feel when you hate and fear. Think about how you feel when you define yourself by what's wrong, by your woundedness. And think about how you feel when you define yourself by what works. A lot of people don't give themselves a lot of room for that, but everybody has little moments where it's like, I did a thing, whatever it was, big or small, where I feel happy about something, whatever it was, big or small, where I'm free, big or small. Think about the comparison of those feelings, and you get to decide what you want to feel like. If I can't forgive, it means I can't let go of that. At the end of the day, you realize it's not about the other person. It's about what I hold on to. They might continue being a jerk or doing silly things, but you know what? I'm going to give you permission to do that on your own. Here's what I'm doing. I'm removing your power over me. That's forgiveness. I am taking my power back and deciding to live according to love instead of according to being afraid of what other people think, for example. So how do I forgive? I let go of your power over me. I see you powerful, I see you free, and I ask for nothing less than that for myself. If you just let go and give yourself a little bit of room, you can do amazing things with your life. All around, the universe is conspiring to set you free, to make you happy, to give you what you need, to put a roof over your head, if you just let it. How do I forgive? Well, let's start with why do I forgive? I forgive because it's the only way I can do what I was put here to do. That's the deal. How do I do it? I lean into those feelings of what it's like to be free, and I let go of those feelings of what it's like to be held back. And I ask for nothing less than that for you and for me. And if you can just do that, Lean into the feelings. You'll know what to do next. I take your power away and I take mine back. That's all you got to do. Work on it. Feel your way through it, and amazing things will begin to happen. You were put here for something. It's time to start figuring that out and feeling that out. So thanks for the question. Keep them coming. You can send in your questions by contacting me on social media. The best way to do it is by tweeting or Instagramming with the hashtag AskDieter, all one word. I'll be watching for that, but you can also email me and send me messages in all kinds of ways. I really appreciate it, and the biggest thing you can do for me is to like and subscribe, and above all, please share these videos. It means a lot. You got this.